Yo, so we talked about the good things he did as far as route running. Let's talk about some questionable things. Right here, beautiful, beautiful pass. It's almost like he wasn't, expecting, the back shoulder throw. But, he tried to turn him at the last minute, didn't quite get there in time. But great attempt, great pass, great ball by Joe Flacco. Right here, we're going to get into some not so good balls. I know this upcoming play is classified as a drop, but Joe Flacco, he drops back right here. He's scanning. This ball, I believe, comes out a little late, but, probably a pass you should still bring in. I saw it from a different angle, and it was massively late the way it came out the first time. Let's look at this one. Joe Flacco right here. This is just simply behind Devontae Smith. Can't do nothing about that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, before we even get into the meat and potatoes and then the meat and potatoes, make sure you like and subscribe. We're on the road to 20,000 subs. We're going to get there. If you've been following me since the beginning, you know how we give it up. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep putting out fire content regarding these birds, and it is what it is. The Hurt Season bucket's still available. You know what I'm saying? The Hurt Season snapbacks. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff is available. The dad caps, all of that. Make sure you tap in and go grab that via the print champs. I'm going to have a link to the description. Oh, and before we get too far ahead, Big Manscaped said use code Brunson, save 20% off, and get the free shipping. The free shipping, I fought for that for y'all. Whether you like, whether you believe it or not. So go ahead and do it and get the cutting edge, the best male grooming tools you're going to find. I think they just did a commercial with Gronk, if I'm not mistaken, man. Just let you know the radar that we on with Team Manscaped, man. So make sure you tap in, man, and see everything they got, man, from smell goods to razors to creams to foot sprays. I got the whole kit and caboodle. You can too. With using code Brunson, save 20% off, man. Listen, man, I rewatched the game. I had to rewatch the game because, number one, I was bored and I'm so ready for football. I just wanted to, sometimes it's very rare that this happens. Sometimes I look at a video that I put up and then I go back in my mind and say, I don't feel that way anymore. I was so enamored with the route running of Devontae Smith, and listen, the beautiful route running, we still gonna call a spade a spade. I was so enamored with the beautiful route running that I didn't pay attention to other facets of the game. I didn't pay attention to, how bad Joe Flacco throws were sometimes. And I didn't pay attention to some of the drops that Devontae Smith should have, brought in as well. So we going, you saw it already. We talked about the drops in the beginning of the video. We highlighted them. And we also talked about some of the bad ball placement by Joe Flacco. And also looking at that to see more on Devontae Smith, I realized one thing. Although the team did sit a slew full of guys who really don't need coaching. Look at the guys. Now everybody needs coaching. I know what we're gonna say, but these are some vets. These are some all-pro players that sat. Kelsey, Cox, Graham. You know what I'm saying? Just to name a few. Slay. This is some dogs that sat. These dogs really don't need coaching, and there's not really much that they can learn about the game that can make their career better, in my opinion, from a whole new staff like this. Now I say that to say this. The coaching staff should have had them other guys prepared, because the most of these guys played are fighting for a roster spot, and they should have looked way better than what they looked. They should have looked way better than what they looked. Make no mistake about this, man. I'm a coach guy. I believe the coach is just as important as the player in 90% of these instances. You know what I'm saying? But this got to be my first red flag on the coaching staff. They didn't have them guys prepared at all. At all. If Belichick go out there and get blown out like this, we know what Belichick capable of in the regular season. We know Belichick body of work. But Nick Sirianni can't afford to go out there and get beat up like this and have all of these wild pictures of him being memes like how other coaches do. He can't afford that being a new head coach in this market. Now, I will say this. I do think, part of me think it was smart. If you're not going to play the starting offensive line, you shouldn't be playing the starting quarterback. Let's make no mistake about that. If somebody ever did that, then that's just a bad coach. And preseason, if you're going to play your starting quarterback, you better play him with all of the starters that go on offense. Simple as that. But the guys he's most comfortable with. So you can mitigate his, mitigate the chance of him doing something bad or getting hurt out there. Because that still would be something bad. Them dudes wasn't prepared. They weren't prepared. I tip my hat off to them for, taking that gamble and sitting as many key players as they did. But for them dudes to come out there and not sustain a drive, not a field goal, not nothing, it's kind of not, I'm not even going to say embarrassing as preseason, but it just speaks to preparation at this point. Guys fighting for a roster spot should definitely be hungrier than that. Definitely be hungrier than that. I feel like all those linemen, should have protected better. I feel like the defensive pass rush should have generated more pressure. You know what I'm saying? Milton Williams did good, I guess, individually. He did good individually. He had two holding calls called on him, but the rest of the unit weren't able to generate any pressure. You know what I'm saying? So I hope some of y'all realize just how important Fletcher Cox is to generating pressure. Because if you don't get no pressure, an NFL quarterback with the amount of time that Cam had is going to look like that. So I tip my hat off to him for him for gambling and giving all them young dudes a chance. But them dudes need to come harder. They need to come harder. I think Jalen Hurts is going to play in this last game, which is ass backwards. Ass backwards. If you ask me, it's the biggest gamble of them all. The biggest gamble of them all to have Jalen Hurts play in his last game, but I think we're due for something confusing like that to happen because of the backlash that they're getting from him not playing. We cannot be bullied by the fans. We got to do what's best for the team. You know who needs some reps in practice? You know who needs some training camp reps? Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott needs some reps. I want to know why the Cowboys content creators trying to make it seem like this shoulder injury ain't nothing. I want to know why. This the NFC East. He going to get put on that shoulder again. First y'all said it was nothing. Now he need a second MRI. I don't think y'all been keeping it a buck with us. I don't think y'all been keeping it real with us over there in Dallas. If Dak Prescott don't play no preseason snaps coming off that ankle injury, the Dallas Cowboys going to be the laughing stock of the NFL that first game. The laughing stock of the NFL, because Tom Brady going to go out there and cut a bone out of him. He going to fish fillet him. He's going to fish fillet them dudes. He is. This is our division to lose. It's our division to lose, and I never felt more sure about that. But I will be lying if I said that I wasn't concerned with the coaching right now. Guys should have been way more prepared than that, man. That's the bottom line. We can't get around that. We can't make light of it at all. And then, that was our depth that was on the field. That was our depth that got shut out. That was our depth. When you truly are deep, you're supposed to have dudes in the second unit who could start somewhere else. When you truly are deep like that. Man, once the second half came, I didn't know any of those guys, and none of those guys look like they belong on the NFL field. That's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? We talk about these spectacular catches of Jalen Reagor. I need a full body of work in the game now. I need a body working preseason on the game to show me that you really understand the assignment. Because the assignment is division. The assignment is 9 wins, 10 wins. That's the assignment. We just got to see how we go about getting that, man. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I'm not happy with the preparation. If you're gonna go out there and play football, go out there and do something. Don't just go out there and lay down, especially if you're looking for a job. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense at all to me. But hey, man.